welcome. Again, we're talking with another representative from Oakwood, and we're at St. Louis Days of .NET. So I'm talking with Ken. Ken, welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for being on. Really appreciate it. And tell them your last name.
Ken Schlobohm. Schlobohm.
Awesome.
I would never have been able to guess that. Ken, pleasure to meet you.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming on.
So, so we already talked about Oakwood. So let's go ahead and skip into what your talks were on, or what your talk was on.
Sure. So today I was talking on Entity Framework and kind of some of the new 6.0 features where they've added in command interception, and that allows you to kind of take a look at what's happening under the covers, what's happening under the hood. So Entity Framework's this nice big thing that takes care of accessing the data for us, and it should just make it easy, right?
Right.
And then when it does that, every once in a while you find out that it does something a little crazy, like join 16 tables together, and you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
I didn't tell you to do that.
So overachieving, you overachiever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so command interception lets you take a look at that and see all the queries as they're happening, and then proactively let you know, like, hey, there's like 13 joins in this. You might want to take a look at this, or maybe count the number of queries that are happening.
Nice.
So lazy loading is a really cool feature, but if you take a look back and you kind of load up 500 different rows, but you do lazy loading for 500 rows on the page of the table, you end up with like 5,000 queries going back to the database, right?
Yep, and all of a sudden you're not performant anymore.
Right, what happened?
Yep, yeah, exactly.
And all I needed was maybe an include in the original query.
Yep, and then it all loads at the same time. It's one hit to the database.
Right.
And you're so much more performant, and it scales.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
So okay.
Yeah. A couple other things we took a look at were no tracking queries.
Okay.
So that's a huge one. A lot of people look at any framework and they go like, man, this is just running dog slow sometimes. And what happens is whenever you change the entity models, it notifies and fixes up all the relationships for you. Any framework's trying to be friendly, it's trying to help out, and it'll go through under the covers and it'll fix up all the relationships. You added in a new record, and it's trying to make sure that everybody's aware of those new data that's coming in. But if you turn off the no tracking feature and go into no tracking mode, it stops broadcasting that information as it was to all those people.
Really?
And it just does the work. It'll be like, okay, I'll turn that back on when we need to. And so instead of sending you like 30,000 text messages that says, I'm walking, I took a step, I took a step, I took a step, I took a step.
Yeah.
Right.
You get, I walked over to the room. You get one big message.
Yeah. Yep. And this is my path, and what did I do? But it's a burst of data, right?
Right.
Yeah. Instead of hundreds of thousands of little hits.
Package
Now,
instead of just like beep, 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 beep.
yeah. Now
Yeah.
there are times, however, you do want the 100,000 shots, right?
That's why it's enabled by default.
Yep.
Because
so that you can scale it back, not build up.
you want, sometimes you want that data. If you're
Right.
trying to save parent-child relationships and you've got like,
There you go.
you're making some changes to a calendar, right? You want to make sure that those, the relationship, everything should belong to one person,
Okay.
but all the appointments maybe don't overlap and stuff like that. So I need that parent-child relationship sometimes, and so it's enabled by default to be
Yes,
safe.
definitely. Oh yeah.
So let's be friendly. Let's make sure that things work, and then let's see if we can make them faster.
Yes, exactly. So, what was did you say? You said you had two talks, right? Or
Just the one this
Just
year.
one?
Just
Okay.
one. So why entity? I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Why entity? Why? What drove you to? What was your boss going? Hey, learn this so you can go talk about it.
No, not at all. So I come to the Days of .NET conference here for several years now. It's a great conference.
Awesome.
Love coming here. You always feel all the passion coming from all the speakers and stuff like that, right?
That's great.
But I see a lot of introduction talks, right? Like, that's great. I want to know about MVC5. That's great. I want to know about the next features of Entity Framework.
Yep.
But I was thinking, I'd just like to get a little bit beyond introduction into something a little deeper.
Right.
And I kind of found some things in Entity Framework where I was looking at it and going, this is like 3 lines of code. People are going to love this.
Yes, exactly. Well, and that's one of the things that I think a lot of the conferences are missing right now, and there are a few Midwestern conferences that have gotten the mix a little better, right? It's great to know about what's coming, but a lot of people are working yesterday, and we need yesterday and today as well, because they have to grow in small steps, right? I mean, they can't make giant leaps in large corporations or even medium-sized corporations. So it's talks like yours that will actually deepen and broaden some horizons in areas that they already thought they knew, which they may or may not have, right? Yeah, no, that's great.
I think a mix of both is good.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of new stuff coming.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of announcements from Microsoft, right?
Yeah, there's
Right.
tons this week.
We
Yeah.
really haven't had. chance. I mean, we did a show and a whole thing, and we still haven't even. We don't even know the repercussions of this stuff that's going to be coming in the future. I mean, this is amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of good space to be in.
It's a good time to be in the space. Yeah, there's a lot happening, and it's all positive. It's all moving in a good direction.
And it feels more secure, right? Because like you were talking with bigger companies and stuff, it's a little slow and that sort of thing. But it's going to be moving a little bit faster, but it's going to be more secure. And I feel more of a direct path instead of kind of a sporadic approach to it.
Yep.
You know? And that's what scares companies.
Well, and a lot of companies, and especially the government right now, is requesting open source, which, by the way, is the dumbest thing the government could do, because open source opens way too many bugs in my case for being a secure style website.
Sure.
Dumb answer. Okay.
Right.
Open source is great. Don't get me wrong. But not for certain things. Like, oh, hey guys, let's go get this open source thing to store all of our health care stuff, right?
Sure.
I don't think so, right? Same thing with tax information.
Well, that's client side, right? I mean,
server side as well. That's what they're requesting. They will not sign a contract unless it's open source. Stack complete.
Thoughts? No.
But I've heard that through channels, which is I laugh every time I hear that, because now Microsoft's open source, so now we're fine, right? Because we have companies behind us being able to do a lot of this stuff in the open source manner. But I'm just getting off my soapbox now and saying open source is what a lot of the announcements were this week, and there were actually Entity Framework announcements. I don't think they went into detail, but they just covered a little bit of it. High end. High end. I'm not going to say anything. I just know that there's some stuff coming.
Yeah, it's quite
which is really cool. And that will actually broaden some more horizons as well.
Yeah. So Ken, where can people find out more about you specifically? Are you active on any like Twitters and that sort of thing?
I post to the Oakwood blog, oakwoodinsights.com, and so you'll find some posts out there. That's most of wherever everything's going right now.
Okay.
That's worth anything, right? No.
Yeah.
If you want to see what's worthwhile to look at, go to the blogs.
I like making posts that come with code, and so that's tough to do in tweet, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
unless you're pointing to the blog.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, or pointing to the blog. Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So again, thank you so much, Ken, for coming on. We can't appreciate it enough.
Yep.
And
definitely.
have a great rest of the conference.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.